What's up, guys? This is Sammy Geek back here with a video for you guys, and I'm actually just going to show a couple pictures here, but they're pretty exciting pictures. So if you're anything like me, I'm definitely a Samsung geek, and I've been waiting for the Fold 4, and every couple days I'll jump on Google and I'll see if anything launched or any new, we'll call it tidbits of information on the Fold 3 versus the Fold 4, and I found some detailed images here sharing the differences. Now, these are obviously cases. These are aramid cases for the Fold 3 and the Fold 4. This will be the very first time that you guys are seeing this information because I've put these images side by side myself, and just to do a little bit of comparison, I've got a few images here that I'll share with you, and they're very telling. So you guys might remember 3 or 4 days ago that some information launched saying, hey, there's some cases. I believe it was from Mobile Fun, the website, and they were launching a couple or doing some pre-orders for some Fold 4 cases. But the cases really didn't do justice. They weren't really helpful in actually seeing what is the difference in the phone. So I knew that these aramid cases, they're so thin, and they're my favorite case that you can get for any phone. And I knew that this would be a great comparison. So on the left-hand side, this is the elusive Fold 4, and on the right is going to be the Fold 3. So obviously these are just the picture of the case, but I think you can figure out quite a bit from these images, and it also does open up a few questions as well. So let's start out with the first image. On the left-hand side, of course, as I mentioned, is the Fold 4 compared to the Fold 3 on the right. Look at the bezel on the left. Obviously, that's the hinge mechanism. We know that that's going to be thinner and lighter, but this picture really shares how much thinner that left-hand sort of bezel hinge will be. And to me, that's pretty exciting. I mean, I can't talk enough about that, but to keep this video short and sweet, I'll just leave it at that. You guys look at the image and you can draw your own conclusions. You can also tell that of course, my next, hang tight, because the next picture I'll show you will be a complete side-by-side where you can tell the height a little bit more. But what I wanted to point out in this picture is the width. So you're actually seeing the Fold 4, as you can see the width. It's the cutout to me is reminding me more of your traditional cell phone. And this was one of my #1 complaints. So that is going to be just huge if that comes out a little bit wider, which it is. I mean, this is it, guys. This is the Fold 4 case. So that cutout looks more like a regular cell phone. So I believe it's going to be much more usable. So my #1 complaint, of course, was the front screen not being wide enough. And then the second complaint was it was too thick, too heavy, and so forth. I don't know if they're getting rid of anything on the thickness side, but it's definitely going to be lightened up for sure. So I do notice that. I also notice, well, it might just be an optical illusion here, but it seems like it's a little bit more squared off, like the phone. You'll see a picture I'm going to show you up here in just a little bit. You'll see that it is it's a little bit more squared off. I don't want to say iPhone-esque, but it's starting to look more professional per se, which I'm digging. I like that. I'll show you guys here in a second. But a couple more things worth noting here. And look at the top here. I'm trying to figure this one out. Maybe you guys can leave it in the comments below what you guys are seeing. But look at the earpiece on the left and the right. The earpiece on the left on the Fold 4, it seems to come straight off of the case, kind of straight forward, and whereas on the Fold 3, it seems to be like right on that edge for whatever reason, that upper edge. So again, you guys share your thoughts on that or your feedback, but that's an interesting thing that I'm seeing and the differences between the case. All right, guys, let's get into the next picture here. So the next picture is going to be the kind of the full size picture. So it's the same thing we've just gone through, but I wanted you to see the full image top to bottom. So I think what this does is, because you can see the finger here. If you compare the finger size, it'll just kind of give you like a size visual, and you can clearly see that the Fold 4 is definitely going to be a shorter and wider screen, which I am very, very excited about as compared to the right. Now I have a Fold 3 in addition to an S22 Ultra, But the Fold 3, I mean, this is a spitting image exactly because I use the aramid carbon fiber case on the right, and that is the exactly what it looks like and it feels like, and I can clearly see a difference of that shorter, wider screen on the left. So super excited about that. The next one I think is kind of a key that I want to show you, and what this image is going to be is the backside. Now, this one is a comparison. Again, we have it the other way this time. So on the left-hand side is the Fold 3, and on the right-hand side is going to be the Fold 4. So here is the, I don't want to call it the tricky part, but so it's a different type of case, okay? So there's actually holes where the camera lenses are on the Fold 3 on the left, and then on the right is just an open cutout for the camera module on the Fold 4. So the interesting thing here that you're gonna see is I can see it. You guys let me know if you can, but to me it's clearly larger. I mean, even if you were to cut that out on the left-hand side and just trace that around where, you know, the outside of the camera module, you can clearly see that it's larger. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, you could also see, perhaps you can see it being a little bit wider, which is great, but I see it as being more squared off. Whereas it feels like the edges on the Fold 3, again on the left, were more just kind of rounded off. And it, for me, whatever, it started to, at first when it launched, I thought it was cool, and then eventually it started to feel a little bit cheaper to me. So I think they are really polishing the Fold 4 here, and this is going to confirm. It doesn't exactly confirm what the module is going to look like, but I'm assuming based on this cutout that it will look just like the Fold 3, but only I believe the camera holes themselves will be larger, obviously due to the, I believe it's going to be a 50 megapixel main shooter lens. So that'll obviously be a little bit bigger. But that's pretty exciting, you guys. I think that's awesome. And then the next couple images here I'll share with you. We'll start with the, actually, you know what? I probably won't show you the image again of the Fold 3, but let's just pop in here and show you the image of the Fold 4, just kind of close up of this. So this will actually be an image here of the, just of the camera lens itself. So, or the camera hole, camera slot, if you want to call it that. So pretty exciting, you guys. Hopefully this is some new information for you. Hopefully this gets you really excited about the phone. I am very excited because I think that if you guys saw some of my previous videos, I think that the Fold 4 is really finally going to be the mainstream device that we've all wanted. It's going to be a little bit thinner. I keep saying thinner, but it's going to be a little bit lighter. It's going to be a little bit more pocketable. It's going to be easier to hold in the hand. It's going to have a shorter, wider screen in the front, which is what everybody's been barking for since this thing came out. So it's going to kill off a lot of that stuff. The only question mark of the day is going to be, is this thing going to have any better battery life? So anyway, hopefully you guys appreciate the discussion here and photos and kind of analysis here. Leave your thoughts and feedback, of course, and I'll try to reply as soon as I have some time. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.